It is currently 4 in the morning, and I just wanted to record this really fast so I can go to bed soon. I'm going to show you how to make an omelette. Basically, what you're going to need is a couple of eggs, some seasonings, some cheese, some butter slash vegetable oil, and some optional things like veggies or meats like sausage or ham or turkey. It just all depends on what you want and what you want in your omelet. So this is going to be that video, and I really hope it doesn't take too long because I really want to go to bed pretty soon. Alright, so basically what you're going to start off doing is to start cracking your eggs. I'm gonna mess up quite a bit right here. Well, at least with this first one, because it is difficult to crack eggs with one hand. Yeah, I'm struggling here. Anyway, start cracking your eggs into your bowl. And if you haven't noticed, I'm recording the audio after recording the actual I made the omelet like around 9 my time, but I'm recording the audio at 4 in the morning, mostly because it's I was trying to do something with my mic and I messed it up, and it took me about 3 hours for me to take the whatever I needed to out. But here we are, we're adding some salt and some pepper and some tahini, basically to add flavor, because you don't want bland eggs at all, because they're no fun. Yeah, I'm adding the seasoning right now. And after you're done adding your seasoning, you're going to want to mix it all up with your fork. Just whisk them until the yolk is mixed in with the egg whites, and it's nice and smooth. Well, at least as smooth as you can get it to be. It really shouldn't take that long to do. It's just as long as you mix it up. That's all. That's all that really matters. Just as long as you mix up those eggs, then you're going to be fine, and you shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. Just keep mixing them until all the seasoning is even, and the yolk and the egg white it's all smooth, because that way it's perfectly evenly coated. After this, you're gonna want to put your butter or your vegetable oil in your pan. Make sure it's a small pan. You don't want a medium pan, because then it's just gonna make flipping the omelet a little bit harder for you. And note, if you are using butter with this, as soon as the butter's melted, you're gonna want to pour in your egg mixture fast, because your butter will burn. From what I've experienced, vegetable oil doesn't do that. At least not as fast as butter does. But when you're cooking with butter, it does start to burn really fast. So you're gonna want to pour in your eggs really, really fast, like this. All right. Once you've poured in your eggs, you're gonna want to let it wait there until the bottom side starts cooking. And one of the methods that I was taught in my cooking class back in junior year is the well method, which basically means that once the egg is starting to cook, you're going to want to, with your spatula, bring in the sides like this, because as the solid starts to form, you're bringing out the liquids to the edges, and you're basically bringing in the edges, so that way the liquid mixture can just expand and give it a more sturdy foundation, like this. Because if you just let it sit there and cook, then when you flip it, it's going to be pretty weak and it's going to break easily, and you're just going to have pure egg mixture all over, and it's just going to become scrambled eggs at this point, and you don't want that. You want to make an omelet. So just bring in your sides like this and form a little well in the middle, see, like that. Don't press it down like I did, or else you're just going to get mixture on your spatula. But just every so often, until the liquid mixture is almost gone on one side, or on the top side, like this. Make sure all the liquid is cooked. Yeah, but be sure to be careful, because you don't want to break your egg. And After you feel like it's ready, just flip it over. And make sure that each side is evenly cooked, because you don't want runny eggs in your omelet, because that's no fun unless you like that, in which case good for you. Yeah, see, you can see that I'm having trouble flipping it here because I'm afraid that it's gonna break, so I just let it sit there for a little bit more. One thing that you're gonna want to do, like I'm about to do in a couple seconds, is just if your pan is non-stick, or you have like butter or whatever, like so that it doesn't stick to the pan, you're gonna want to move it around like that, like this, so that way it doesn't stick. So that way you know it doesn't stick, and that way you're able to flip it much easier. Because you don't want your omelet to break, or else it's just gonna be a rough time for you. So as soon as you do that, flip it, and there you go. You can see that the bottom is browning, and just let the other side cook. I decided to add some green bell peppers right here that I chopped up a little while ago, just to add some veggies to my omelet, because I mean, why not? I like green bell peppers, and that's the choice that I made to add there. And after this, you can go ahead and add your cheese, as done so right here. And I fucked it up because it all went to one side. Which, oh well, it doesn't matter. I didn't have that much cheese anyway to begin with, so it's not like it was gonna make a difference. But I mean, if you have more cheese, then the better. After that, you're gonna want to close your omelet like that, and just press it down. That way, the heat starts going through the bell peppers and the cheese, or whatever you decided to put in there. If it's just cheese, that's fine. That way, it starts to melt the cheese and starts to cook everything inside thoroughly. I decided to flip it because I wanted to look cool for this video. After a couple minutes or so, after all of it's done cooking, it's ready to serve, and there you go. That's how you make your omelet. And thank you, and I really hope this helped you out, because, food.